CAF mpanyinfoɔ for sɛ ɔmo issue endorsement for FIFA President Gianni Infantino and of course FIFA General Secretary, FIFA Secretary General, and so ɛwɔ hɔ. Now it has become an issue of UEFA versus CAF because UEFA has boycotted all FIFA competitions. Say they do not have confidence in President Gianni Infantino, and they CAF issue endorsement for Papa Nidindi Gianni Infantino. Say on twice only the FIFA as FIFA president, and so Matanasi made all the various dynamics in our bro. The power brokers no move. The factors leading to a handing in our bro. This is ASK Morgan. You can watch us on YouTube and on TikTok. But before we continue, please subscribe, follow, like, share, and don't forget to comment. Go to the comment section and criticize us. Get us to grow, help us to learn, help us to become better by criticizing our work. My name is ASK Morgan and I've been here to serve you. CAF mpanyinfoɔ atena ase. Ɔmo tena ase na ɔmo issue statement. Statement ɔmo issue yɛ na ɔmo say sɛ leadership at the FIFA, as far as leadership at the FIFA is concerned, the right man for the job is President Gianni Infantino. While they support say FIFA forward enterprise no, and they still believe say Gianni Infantino the bit me FIFA they free Bosha Bosha assassin so. Now, one say FIFA forward enterprise no. Initially it was FIFA forward program FFP. Then Gianni Infantino brought the proposal to change it from FIFA forward program to FIFA forward enterprise. And it was the enterprise that was going to allow private investors to invest in FIFA tournaments and products and all of that, which will give the member associations 20 million each within 4-year cycle. Now, this is why our leaders from CAF are supporting Gianni Infantino. Mpanyinfoɔ Motanasi were meeting us when they were issuing the endorsement for Gianni Infantino. No, Ubenya Patrice Motsepe, or no FIFA president, CAF president, Fauzi Lekia of Morocco, or the first vice president of CAF, and so Kurt Edwin Simeon Okaku, second vice president, Ghana Football Association president. Pierre Alain Mongenge, and also Efri Gabon, or the third vice president, as so, and Bestin Kazadi Detabala, or the fourth vice president of DR Congo, from DR Congo, Elho, and Faisal Sidet, fifth vice president from Mozambique. Now, dear woman here, dear woman here. Mpanyinfoɔ nyinaa almost statement no the most important thing then say CAF has benefited from FIFA president Gianni Infantino, and the reason nyinaa put Gianni Infantino no almost say oye bonsam into yem pamona ma Africa for me enjoy ne san common fire no nkotum if we say be kra tank of 4 tan and because of odosun ko what the ma Africa ntina and Kwafotan. Now there are key committee members, the likes of Samuel Eto'o, Wallace Carrier, Mustafa Ishola, Raji, Liberia, Sadi Walid, Algeria, then Hani Aborida of Egypt, Suleiman Hassan Waberi, Djibouti, and don't forget Suleiman Hassan Waberi has already issued a statement in solidarity with Gianni Infantino. I am not surprised the 54 countries have agreed to support Gianni Infantino. We have Kanizat Ibrahim of Comoros, Ahmed Yahya, Mauritania. He has also issued a statement in the defense of Gianni Infantino. We have Jibrila Pele Hima Hamidou from Niger, ono so omo nyina e ka ho na no makwa support papa and din enso so Gianni Infantino. Now this is the point. Now there's this FIFA programmer. There's this FIFA programmer generating by 1.2 billion US dollars. Almost putting into African football to develop African football. Now, every time this money comes in bits and small parts for African countries, all 54 member associations, almost check the mind. Say, you find two things. Operating funds. And I'll come to operating funds because loophole kasi. Then project specific funding. Say, fan building artificial pitches, building youth academies, setting up national team training centers. That is one. Then the second, then the other one will be the operational fund, day-to-day running for the football associations to employ technical people and pay them to run the game for them. And into Gianni Infantino adwene they South America for no, they Europeans, football no where any much in Africa there particularly because of the technical investment and into coaches or more trainee coaches, the ideology or more implemented they try DNA or more they try at and the work from mainly am I a break. And in the wisdom of Gianni Infantino, the best approach in say you provided resources and from African federations, so the say Germany for Georgian Klopp as national team coach, Africans will be funny be say Thomas Tuchel in England for South Africans will be funny be so the we can develop the game here because we need proper technical enhancement to grow the game at this end. So what I said. And that is the main point. Then the other one is the day-to-day where there is the loophole. Say day-to-day the because you share more higher to petrol the far high and one no day-to-day running of the football no. So it's can be normal there, and that is the big problem because for most of the time the monies have gone into some of these activities are accountability for any of the national teams are more running. Then they also have the project specific. Medical catch was a project specific, artificial pitches, academies. Also, Gianni Infantino also thinks that to develop the game, you need to develop it from the youth system all the way to adults. So maybe if you invest into youth football for like 10 years, you are likely to have a proper elite team. You are likely to run a proper game structure at the elite level. That is one. And so, yes, particularly the Botaye, Dasopa, and Tiscani, Banning in and say, Yemfam building academies, no Yemfamwa. We have to go back to these African countries and ask them, say, Sikane Bano, Omodi, what are some of the things they've used their money to do? Now, Oba, this is general money that they've given. Now, Oba, the specialized and regional funding groups, in Tuba Chekia, the zones, any regional associations. For example, Nansing, Oba here, so what Fubi, Neyebo, Nina, Scanning free FIFA, ni Bibani Bian or Muchichim, and the yes, our for Juman and Sanyo Manamana. And no name one paying for in Coco Shy or Mose, Gianni Infantino, the Abua, African football, Amanakon and Empire New. This is the kind of help that it has helped the African football. Gianni Infantino has delivered for the African football. Wafu tournaments. Yes. And then there's also one for the COSAFA, the Southern African Football Association, to organize for youth and then women championships and so. Now, there is one important element of this money we call the TDS, the Talent Development Scheme. It's a global $200 million fund that they usually give to the airface to establish football academies. We need to go back and check, say, Sikay almost started by by 2027 is the CAF say these academies should be running. It was here beside was the African countries no that was saying let us even zoom it down to our own Ghana here. Say how many football academies have been built so far? How many football academies have been built so far? With Sasikaya, yes, FIFA, Chadiama, member associations, some of them develop football. And they was signed the Sikanipia for football for schools. And see, Nancy Obechekia, or school games, even at the African Cup, AFCON level, Yako Morocco Kobobi, for some years, Yako Morocco Kobobi, students, no more game, no. Because over the years, because there is an irony in the game. Say, Gianni Infantino is a smart guy. There is an irony in the game. Say, at the coast level, answer a coast player, team be to my register player, be so a coast player. No. It was all way indicated school oko. It was a crano or coast school. And also an ebobono. Coast school na kobola. GFA or FIFA does not allow for any team to register you. What does it? But we've seen over the years, the more inclining you know, more school, no, obedru SHS, obedru university, no, na ball no jai. Into FIFA day, football for schools, ediaba. So who call university, now ball no at the top level, representing your nation. And it is a competition that has been organized by Omubo. By a crew, you say, professional players saying that I pick it from the classrooms and handed them over to elite football. Boys now you see okay ball no nimbo. But na busi afo so omu hia doctor ofie nti onko school. School na okọ ne the ball na akotwa no classroom ho. Sankrofo ne do saying the enya team ama omo na omobo. Sankrofo ne do saying na enya team ama omo. And so it is very good, something very good on paper. But Oba Ghana ha, we've used the money for two things. Sika FIFA dia buy ajewa hey. Ghana Man Center for Excellence. Any renovation, floodlights, comprehensive floodlight system, any no manema be a county I think in the Upper East region, I mean, we've renovated a facility over there and so and the natural pitches near the other. The other ones would have to do with boreholes, say GFSC for most of their pitches now at the edge, man. You need proper dressing room. There were proper dressing rooms, so water will become a problem. And into there are two boreholes around some of these places. Money getting to the tune of $8 million once them near can you. And the Juma idea will crew money. While I commend Gianni Infantino for the noble ideas he has brought, these ideas are very, very good. In fact, if you have followed the game, you will see that ideologically these ideas attempt to solve certain problems associated with certain aspects of the game. However, there's a big but. The structures here are not enough to supervise how we use this money, how we put these monies into good use, how we utilize the money to help the local game to develop. So even as we sit here saying that we've benefited from the benevolence of Gianni Infantino, how has it benefited the young boy 10, 11 years who wants to play like Kylian Mbappe? How has it benefited these people? How has it kept dreams alive? Trust you me, dreams are being shattered. There are people who cannot pick football boots in their houses because their parents think it's a waste of time, and they've seen what football has done to many other people, many talented people who got injured and the system abandoned them. People who relied on football refused, didn't focus on other aspects of life that could help them survive, and they ended up with nothing. How is the system helping these people to grow? How are they helping the local league so that these players can get the local football to play? Because not everybody can play outside. We have downgraded the local league to the extent that the only way a player gets to succeed in this country is by traveling outside. How many of us can travel outside? But even in any case, the local league should be performing very well so that it can constantly supply players out there. So then only few are playing in our local league. There's a backlog of players who are there and they are not playing well. Eventually they have to go and look for money to live, to make a living, and so they abandon the game. Charlie, I'm tired. Kromano there. I'll come back again and do the dynamics of the showdown between UEFA and then FIFA. Now, UEFA would have around 50. Now, CAF also has 54 clear. Now, CONCACAF will be the deciding factor because CONCACAF and Asia are the ones that have the numbers. As for Southern America, which is what's the name? CONMEBOL, they only have 7 members. They don't have enough members to call a shot in this highly keenly contested contest. I do not also think the Asian bloc will be able to hold their thoughts together because countries like Qatar, Saudi Arabia, they will all break rank to stand with Gianni Infantino. So let's see how it will go. I think Southern America, CONCACAF, how CONCACAF would hold their end to would be very important because places like Haiti, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, all of these people would go with the CONCACAF president who is from Canada. We understand he has interest in running for FIFA president, and it is more likely that UEFA is going to present him. But we are not so certain because the FA president for Norway, she's a female. I think, as far as I'm concerned, she's the only female FA president I know. There may be others, I don't know. But she is the female FA president I know, and she has shown interest to run. However, we are hearing that UEFA doesn't want to present an European because they want somebody who can also deliver a full block to support the agenda. I'll do a full video to show the dynamics of the election and why Gianni Infantino cannot be impeached. With this statement that has come out today, the CAF statement that has come out today, that has been issued today, it means that Gianni Infantino is fully protected and insulated from any act of impeachment. You know that members of FIFA can call for an extraordinary Congress and pass a vote of no confidence on the FIFA president and eject him from office outright. With this current statement that we have seen from CAF, it is no longer possible for FIFA member federations or associations to impeach Gianni Infantino. The next course of action for UEFA or anybody who's trying to get Gianni Infantino out of office would be to focus on the March 2027 election. And that is where we are now, find a suitable candidate who will be able to match Gianni Infantino based on the numbers he has in Asia, Southern America, and Africa. Now, CONCACAF and a part of Asia and Europe are the 3 blocks that are there for contest. My name is ASK Morgan, and it is always a pleasure to come your way with the best of sports analysis. I'll come your way once again when we have more. Thank you so much for staying with us. Please like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to slide into the comment section and criticize us. Help us grow. Thank you so much.